You're listening to the Unnamed podcast, hosted by Midnight Lunatic. And here is Midnight Lunatic.
Hello, Midnight Crew, and welcome back. It's been a long time, right? It's been a long time, it feels like. I mean, it's only been 2 weeks, but man, I've been missing you guys. And to be honest, I didn't even think I was going to have enough time because I've been so busy lately. Like, oh man. Like, I redecorated my entire room this past weekend. I had to do like laundry, wash my bed sheets. I mean, I'm still in the process of doing laundry right now. So, like, I don't know. I've just been busy. I've been staying late at work every day pretty much. And oh man, it's been crazy. But we're back. We're back and we're doing this. Like I said, no matter how busy I am, I'm going to try my hardest to make time for this podcast. And that's exactly what I'm doing. So, without further ado, let's get started with everybody's favorite time of the week.
It's everybody's favorite time of the week. It's time for the fact of the week.
So, fact of the week is an interesting one, and it actually comes from Arizona. All right. So, in 2014, a man from Arizona stole a diamond that was worth $160,000 and traded it for $20 worth of weed. Like, whoever got that diamond is I don't know. I don't know if they ever got caught. I don't know if they like traded it in somewhere for the money, but like that diamond to be traded for a $20 bag of weed. Like, what? Like, how stupid you got to be to trade a diamond for a $20 bag of weed? That's ridiculous. But hey, people do ridiculous things. That's why you shouldn't do drugs, kids. Don't do drugs, because then you'll end up making stupid offers like that just to supply your needs. But anyways, let's get on with the show. And beginning the show, TikTok. Oh man, once again, TikTok makes an appearance on here. But this time, TikTok is getting banned for real. So the United States is, quote, looking at banning Chinese social media apps, including TikTok. So TikTok is led by an American CEO with hundreds of employees and key leaders across safety, security, product, and public policy here in the US, right? But TikTok is owned by a Beijing-based startup called ByteDance. And it has been reportedly criticized by US politicians who've accused the short film video app of being a threat to national security because of its ties to China. So basically what they're saying is that because TikTok is owned by this Beijing-based company, and how China is reportedly, and this isn't the first time, right? So China is supposedly spying on the US from these apps. And TikTok just has to be one of those apps. So TikTok has said previously that it operates separately from ByteDance, and its data centers are located entirely outside of China, and none of that data is subject to Chinese law. But that doesn't make proper sense, though, because if it's owned by this Beijing company, where wouldn't the data also be transferred to China? I mean, it wouldn't make sense to have, like a company based in a city and not get any information from that app. So I don't know, something's a little fishy there. So White House officials have said TikTok may pose a national security threat because of its Chinese ownership. So President Trump said that he plans to ban TikTok from the U.S. He said this during a flight from Tampa. The president told press pool reporters traveling on an Air Force One plane that he plans to ban the Chinese-owned social media platform from operating in the U.S. So like he wants the app like just gone. Like whoever is using this app, it's pretty much like breaking the law at this point, right? So in response to Trump's accusations of banning the app, TikTok's US general manager recorded a message saying, quote, "We're not planning on going anywhere." So the US, general manager of TikTok is saying that even if you try to get us banned, we're not going anywhere. And I find this really interesting because there's been talks of Microsoft actually buying TikTok. Microsoft, like Microsoft, like this is the company that like is $1 billion company, right? Like we all know what Microsoft is. We probably use Microsoft. You're probably using it right now, right? So Microsoft said it is being in talks to buy TikTok, and TikTok is in talks to sell itself to Microsoft and other companies as Trump weighs in harsh against the business. So this is including TikTok to divorce itself from its parent company, ByteDance. So what they're wanting to do is get TikTok to sell itself, which separates it from ByteDance, which then eliminates that national security threat from China. So with Trump's, actions, which included a executive order that could use his powers of the International Emergency Economic Powers Act to bar certain foreign apps from the American App Store. So, like I said, this isn't the first app that he's wanting banned or has been banned in the past. There's been other apps like TikTok that have been banned because of its involvement in the Chinese government. I don't remember exactly the names of the apps, but I know that there was a couple of them. And TikTok, not even in only in the US is this happening, but it's happening in like India. I know India, they banned that app there. I know that they're wanting to ban, other apps as well in India. And as far as I know, I think India is like the only one that's having a problem besides the US. Because I don't think like Canada or like the UK anywhere, I don't think they're having any issues. And I don't even know if they know about TikTok. I mean, they haven't said anything. So the Trump Association has also considered whether to add TikTok's parents or TikTok's parent, ByteDust, to a so-called entity list, which would prevent it from purchasing American products and services within a special license or without a special license. So if you don't have this special license, and you're in this entity list, it would prevent you from purchasing, American products, which I don't know. This all seems very confusing to me. If they want the app to be banned, then take it off the stores, right? Like, but then again, I've been hearing rumors that even if Trump wanted to take actions against TikTok and ban the app, he doesn't have the, I want to say like the powers to do that. Like it has to go through like a bunch of other people, like it has to go through the Senate and the Congress, like all these government agencies before it can actually go in effect. So even if Trump wants to do something about it, all he can do is submit the action and see if it gets denied or approved. That's from my understanding. So Trump added that he was not leaning towards allowing an American company to buy TikTok. So I don't know. No one really knows. It's unclear at this point how TikTok is going to sell itself to Microsoft and other companies, but changing ownership is crucial for the app if they want to survive. Like at this point, they need to sell themselves in order to survive from getting banned. They need to kind of disassociate themselves from that Chinese like market is pretty much. And even if that was the case, I still don't think that's going to be enough to actually make a change in TikTok and the way that Trump wants the app banned. Like, I don't think it's going to change anything. I'm pretty sure even if they were to sell it to Microsoft, he would probably go after Microsoft and say, hey, you need to shut this down, or else we're going to put you, on that entity list too until you get it removed, which is going to cause a greater issue. So I don't know. There's not any talks about how they're wanting to do this. I know that Trump wanted the app banned this past Saturday. Like this past week, he was wanting to ban it. And he was wanting to do it this past Saturday. It was like the final day that you could use TikTok. I'm not sure if it's true or not because I never had TikTok. I said this last time. I absolutely hate the app. I don't like it. I don't agree with it. I completely agree with Trump on this. Like, I could live my life without TikTok. Now, for others, they're not gonna like it, but I could live without it. I don't really care for it. I'm not a fan of it. So ByteDance, the company that pretty much owns TikTok, its valuation stood around $100 billion. So ByteDance is worth $100 billion. TikTok, I would say, is probably bringing in the majority of that revenue. So without TikTok, ByteDance might have some financial issues, but who's to say, maybe they create a new app. Maybe they market themselves differently. I don't know. I guess we'll just have to find out. But yes, TikTok is going to get banned. I don't know if it will or not. I don't know if Microsoft's going to buy it. Don't know if TikTok is going to survive or not. I mean, we're just going to have to wait and see. I mean, at this point, it's kind of a close call. I mean, I can check right now under my Google Play Store and see if it's still there. If it's still there, then that means it's not banned. Let's see. I'm searching it up right now, and bam, it's there as soon as I search it. So it is, as of right now, not banned just yet. But I have a feeling it's gonna happen. I'm hoping it does because I'm so sick of seeing those TikTok dances everywhere I go. It's ridiculous and it's so annoying. But anyways, on to quick topics. We got some interesting ones too. So starting off with the sports, the Miami Marlins, that is a U.S. baseball team for my overseas listeners. Their season opener has been canceled due to a COVID-19 breakout. At least 14 people, including players and coaches, have tested positive. So literally like half the team and coaches, they got the virus. And it kind of sucks because like a lot of people were looking forward to the baseball season, and for me, oh man, I'm so glad it's back on. Like, I'm a Chicago Cubs fan, and I've been watching their games since they started from day one, and it's already been like around a week that it's been back. And man, I've been loving every second of it. I watch every single game that I can. If I'm at work, I can put on like the radio station for it and just listen to it while I'm at work. And man, I gotta tell you, I haven't missed a game yet. Even right now, they're playing right now, and I'm keeping up with the score right now. So I'm so happy that baseball is back. And man, I'm hoping that my team can go to the World Series and win again. I mean, we all know. So can 2020, 4 years later, be the second time we go for like, I don't know, we'll see. But Yeah, Miami Marlins. That's crazy. And with that having an effect, the Marlins not only are, getting shorted that week or two, however long it takes for them to actually test negative, but the teams that were supposed to go against them are now also being affected because they can't play that team, right? So now you got, what, maybe 3 4 teams that the Marlins were gonna face that they can't no more, and it's going to have an effect on like the standings and the way teams are, and the way scheduling is. I mean, it's already a short season. It's a 60 game season already. So I'm kind of interested in how the MLB is going to handle this and having to like reschedule games, because they're literally playing like every single day. Like every single day is a game. Like they haven't had a break yet. At least my team hasn't had a break. Like they've been playing nonstop every single day. I mean, that's got to take a toll on the players too. That's got to keep them like they got to be sore and tired and worn out. I mean, they're not getting any breaks. They're playing nonstop. So I'm kind of intrigued on how the MLB season for the remainder of the time will be, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see. The Washington Redskins, remember we talked about this a couple weeks back. They will now be calling itself the Washington Football Team as of now, pending adoption of a new name. So this isn't the permanent name, but as of right now, just to make everyone's peace of mind here, they're just going to be called the Washington Football Team as of right now, until they find a permanent name and logo and colors and all that. So that right now it's just Washington Football Team, which I find weird. It's weird. I don't know. I'm so used to calling them the Redskins that it's kind of weird, but whatever. And I was also thinking about this. So you have the Redskins and then you have the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, are they going to say that the Chiefs are now going to be like racial profiling too? Like, are the Chiefs going to have to change their name? Or is Redskins taking it to a whole nother level that Chief isn't so offensive? Like, I don't know. That's just my thoughts. Like, I was like, wait a minute, there's the Kansas City Chiefs. Like, isn't that kind of racial profiling too? But at the same time, I'm like, well, chief is kind of like the hierarchy. Like, you call yourself a chief and you're like top dog. So I don't know. I guess we'll see. I don't know. But yeah, Washington Football Team is the name for now. Also, in sports related news, Mike Tyson. Yes, Mike Tyson, that boxer, the Fury Mike Tyson, just whooping ass. Well, he is going to return to boxing on September 12th for an 8-round fight against Roy Jones Jr. I'm excited about that. I mean, Mike Tyson, man, for as old as he is, he's still got it. I mean, he's more powerful than ever. I mean, this guy, I've seen videos. He will knock you out with one punch. Like, this guy is so aggressive and so strong. Like, it's like he's never lost a step. Like, I'm pretty sure when September 12th comes around, if this fight still does happen, he's going to win. I 100% guarantee. Now, if you want to fight me on that, if you want to bet on that, talk to me. We'll figure something out. But I'm telling you, I'm seeing Mike Tyson for the win on this one. So, sad news. Regis Philbin. We all know him from Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, the host. Well, unfortunately, he has died at the age of 88. And to be honest, like, Regis Philbin, he not only was like the main host of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, but he's also done some cameos in TV shows, and I think he's even hosted like other game shows and things like that. So it's crazy because like that guy, he looked good for his age, like 88, but he looked like he was in his 50s, 60s. Like that guy was in good shape, and to see him just go, I mean, it was, as far as I know, it was of natural causes, which is good. But man, it sad for the TV world right now. Uh, Walmart and Target. This is an interesting one. They are planning on closing down their stores on Thanksgiving Day instead of staying open. So usually those big retailers stay open and they get ready for their Black Friday sales, right? Well, this year they're saying that this is not the year for big crowds. They don't want the crowds in their stores. So what they're wanting to do is shut down the store for the day, get everything ready, keep their employees safe, and try to neutralize that big crowd, effect. They don't want the big crowds. And what I've been hearing too is, I'm not sure if it's going to actually happen or not, but since they are closing down on that Thanksgiving, they're wanting to like kind of make their Black Friday sales a little bit um like early access, I guess you can say. So they're wanting to do like an early access, like online shopping kind of thing that keeps people outside of the store and keeps them at home and they can do their shopping from online. So they're talking about like making it throughout that entire like holiday season. So from that Halloween time all the way to like Thanksgiving time and possibly a little bit after that, they're wanting to like have those sales come in effect so that people are not having to, risk going out to the stores, creating all these big crowds and then possibly, getting everyone infected from this virus, right? So I'm gonna have to agree with Walmart and Target. I think more stores should do this. And not only is closing it down for Thanksgiving good for the shoppers, but it's also good for the employees. Because, yeah, they might still have to come in and work, but it's going to provide comfort for the employees' families too, especially this year. And who knows, even if they're closed, workers might not even have to go in and work, right? They might have everything ready up in the back, and then all they have to do, Thursday night, Friday morning, early morning, bring everything out, have it set up so that employees can spend time with their families on Thanksgiving. So who knows how they're going to handle things, but yeah, it's kind of cool to see Walmart and Target, like the big market, retailers, close on this Thanksgiving. So another thing that I find interesting and kind of excited about, the Senate Republicans have confirmed plans to send out a second round of stimulus checks during the coronavirus shutdown. So it has been confirmed. We don't know when exactly they're going to be sent out. There's been a lot of rumors that sometime this month in August that they're going to be rolling those out. But as we've seen with this bill that they still have yet to pass, there's no date. There's no approximate date on when these checks will be sent out. They don't even know, if the bill is going to be, ready in a week or two. Like they're still figuring all this out. So I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see. But yep, we are expecting a second round of stimulus, which is going to help a lot. But at the same time, I know a lot of people are frustrated over this. A lot of people. I mean, I've seen tons of people that are like, the second round of stimulus isn't really going to help out anything. You took away the unemployment. You had millions of Americans are unemployed right now and they're struggling. You took away that 600 plus on top of, regular employment. And now, how our family is going to survive. I mean, it's been just crazy, like crazy. And thankfully for me, like I got my job back, I got my hours back, like I'm working full time again. So like I'm thankful for that. But not everyone had that opportunity to go back to work and work their full time jobs and hours. So I guess we'll have to wait and see about what exactly this bill is gonna be. But they really need to start making up their mind quicker because this is killing America right now. Like it is ridiculous and embarrassing how bad and stupid like America has gotten over this. Like you never see other countries struggle as bad as the US right now is, and it's embarrassing to see. It really is. A school in Indiana reopened and had to quarantine students within hours after students tested positive. Yeah, like why open when you know everything is going on? Why reopen? Especially to kids, man. Like kids, right? Like these are the future of America, as they say, and they put them at risk by reopening the school. I get it. Education is important. You want your kids to go to school, but at the same time, with everything going on, man, like schools are reopening, but they're doing it the smart way. They're taking everything online. So you're getting your education, but you're doing it from the safety of your house. This school in Indiana was like, we don't need online school. Our school's fine. We got it all safe and sound. We wiped down everything. But yet, you don't know where those kids are. You don't know where they've touched, where they've been. And just so happens, within hours of reopening, students tested positive. They had to shut it down. It's ridiculous. I'm pretty sure parents are probably pissed off too. I would be if that was one of my kids. I'd be like, I'm suing the hell out of that school district. I don't care who they think they are. But yeah, it's crazy. Quick topics for you. Some interesting ones, right? Quite a lot of interesting ones. I wish I had more information on some of these, like the stimulus check one. I wish I had a little bit more information on that, but I have to wait. I have to keep waiting because there's not a guaranteed like date. There's no really good information out there, no reliable sources. But yeah, I mean, man, it's crazy, crazy. So the main event topic of the evening. Before we get into this, I'm gonna ask you something. If you had the opportunity to scam the government for millions of dollars, would you do it? Well, that's exactly what this Florida man did. He used the COVID relief funds to purchase a Lamborghini sports car, charged in Miami federal court. So this guy was charged. He was arrested and charged with fraudulently obtaining $3.9 million in Paycheck Protection Program loans and using those funds to purchase a sports car for himself. Now, the authorities seized a $318,000 sports car and $3.4 million from bank accounts at the time of arrest. David Hines, who is 29, of Miami, Florida, was charged by criminal complaint with one count of bank fraud, one count of making false statements to a financial institution, and one count of engaging in transactions in unlawful proceeds. So Hines wanted approximately $13.5 million in the PPP loans, which is, the Paycheck Protection Program. So he wanted $13.5 million in those loans through the applications to insured financial institutions on behalf of different companies. So he was using different company names to file out these applications for these loans. And within days of receiving these checks, Hines purchased a 2020 Lamborghini sports car for the $318,000, which he registered jointly in his name and the name of one of his companies. So he was like, okay, well, if I put it under the company's name, no one's going to suspect anything because it's going under the business. That's what the loan's for, is the business, right? So I won't get in trouble. But nope, he was wrong. Hines did not make payroll payments that he claimed on his loan applications. He did, however, make purchases at luxury retailers and resorts in Miami Beach. Like, this guy was like, man, I got money, I'm gonna go spend it. So he was taking vacations, he was buying cars. I mean, he was just going at it, not thinking of the repercussions of his actions. He was just like, I got all this money, they loaned it to me, these are for my businesses, so if I just put everything under my business names but jointly, have my name under it, I won't get in trouble. Man, that's fraud. That's fraud. And they arrested him, and now he's gonna be facing some time. I guarantee that he'll be facing some time. So yeah, it's been a crazy 2 weeks. I try to get as much information as I could, guys, but it's still so stale, and everything's just politics, man. It's the year of politics. It's election year, so I'm trying to stay away from politics as best as I can, guys. I've said this time and time again. I'm done with politics. It's time for something new to talk about on here, and I'm just bringing you guys these interesting topics, man. It's been crazy. Mike Tyson coming back. I think that's going to be crazy. Baseball's back. I'm excited about that. Pokemon Go Fest. I took part in that last weekend, and man, it was so fun. I caught so much Pokemon. There wasn't a lot of shinies for me, which I was kind of, upset about, because I see all these people that are like, they caught 14 shinies and this and that. I caught like maybe 3. So there wasn't a lot for me. But the big one I was most happy about was catching myself a Mewtwo, man. I've been wanting myself a Mewtwo for a long time, and I finally got one, and I was so excited about it. And yeah, it was a guarantee thing for everyone that like had a ticket to that Pokemon Go Fest. But like, I was still excited about it. Like, it's a freaking Mewtwo. Like, that's kind of a rare Pokemon. I think it's a rare Pokemon. As far as I know, it's a rare Pokemon. I mean, I've never caught one outside of this Pokemon Go Fest, so I would imagine it's a rare Pokemon. But I was so excited about that, and it was fun. It was one of the festivals where you can literally stay inside your house and still play it and have fun. And that's exactly what I did. I didn't want to leave my house, because it's been 100, 15 plus over here every single day. And I'm like, I don't want to be walking out in that heat just for, Pokemon. So I stayed inside with my fan and my air conditioner going, and threw on a couple incense and started catching Pokemon left and right. And I got to be honest, I probably spent about $25-$30 on this game. So it was $15 for the ticket, and then I didn't really have like the incense, the battle passes, or the raid passes, like the Pokeballs. So I ended up buying like a $10 pack of Poke coins and buying whatever I needed for that Pokemon Go event. But it was fun. It was very fun. Made a lot of friends on there, and we took on some big Pokemon, and I tried my best to catch all of them, but there was one Pokemon in particular that it took us nearly like 3-4 minutes to do, and it was like one of those tough Pokemon, right? We finally got it, and after you do the raid, it'll tell you to like catch the Pokemon. And so I had, I think, 7 or 8 balls to work with, and every time I throw a ball, it would break it. And that was the only Pokemon I did not catch, and it was so upsetting because that was one of the Pokemons that would appear only for this event. Like it wouldn't appear, out of the event. It's only for this event. And I was so upset because it was a final day, like the final hour for me, and I couldn't catch it. And I was so hurt. I was like, oh my God, you got to be kidding me. I used every single berry, that I had to try and catch it, and it would not go. It kept breaking my balls left and right, and I was like, so frustrated. But I had fun, and it was such a good time. It was one of those where you can play from the comfort of your home, which I like. Especially over here with the heat, man. It's been crazy. We broke a record the other day. 118 degrees was the hottest day since, I believe, 1934 that we had. And that was, I believe, last Wednesday or Thursday. So it was hot. It's been really, really hot over here, guys. Let me know what the temperature is over there for you guys. But, man, 118 is, whew. I mean, I was sweating. And I work inside, and I'm still sweating like if I'm outside jogging. Like, it's been crazy hot. But anyways, guys, I am out. We will see you in 2 weeks. Hopefully, we're done with TikTok. Hopefully, we're done with that. Hopefully, I get a little bit more information on those stimulus checks for you guys, and we'll get excited and pumped up for that. I'm hoping this bill that they pass is going to help out in some way for us. Like the first, what was it, the HEROES Act? It helped us a lot. That 600 unemployment, the the stimulus checks, all that stuff, right? It helped us. But from what I've been reading and seeing, this new bill is supposed to help businesses, which I don't like. Businesses, look, I get small businesses have their fair share of worries, but like the big businesses is pretty much what this bill is for, and I don't like that. Walmart is already a multi-billion-dollar company. They don't need any more money. It's the workers. Literally, if everyone was to quit their job when this bill passed, how would companies survive? Companies only care about one thing, and that's money. And they use us to make that money. So imagine if everyone that worked for these major companies quit their jobs the day that bill's passed. Companies would go under super quick. Like, companies would panic because they wouldn't know what to do. They don't know how to run their stores. Their employees run the stores. They don't run anything. All they do is sit there, get some boring marketing going on, and try to use that to their advantage. So, I don't know. I'm not a big fan. I'm hoping that it helps us small guys, the people that actually matter. But I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But anyways, guys, I don't want to get too political, so I'm gonna stop there. I don't want to say nothing else. Yeah, these are all my thoughts and opinions. So don't take anything personal. I'm not personally attacking anyone here. I'm just stating what I feel. So anyways, guys, I gotta go get the rest of my laundry done, and I will see you guys next week. I love you guys, and stay tuned for more podcast episodes. We're almost done with season 2, and it's crazy. I think by the beginning of season 3, I think we might be back to weekly episodes. I'm hoping. Don't quote me on it. I'm hoping, but we'll see. Anyways, Midnight Lunatic signing off. I love you. Stay safe. Goodbye.